Unfortunately, we can't go out and ride every nice day. Let's get ready for some springtime maintenance. Now, I've already replaced the clutch cable on this, so that's one thing I don't have to worry about. But today, we are going to do an oil change. The Kawasaki manual recommends changing it every 3,000 miles. I usually just change the oil at the beginning of every riding season. I've never had any issues doing it that way, so I'm going to continue to do it that way. It never hurts to keep the manual around, no matter how good you are. It always helps to go back and reference it to make sure you're doing everything correctly. Make sure you've got your material to even do the job. I also like to work out of the tool roll that I keep on the bike. That way, if I have to do anything when I'm not at home, I know I have the tool on me and I can get it done. So first thing you're going to want to do is remove the oil fill plug and take that off. Next, you want to go ahead and take out the oil drain plug that's underneath. It's a 17 millimeter. All right, once you have all the oil drained out, you want to go ahead and install the oil drain plug back in with your new crush washer, and that's going to be torqued down to 17 foot-pounds. And make sure you do this while your engine's warm. It'll help everything drain better. Next, we're going to go ahead and do the oil filter, and that's behind this cover right here, and that's just two 8 millimeter bolts. And there's your oil filter. Once you get this cover off, you want to go ahead and inspect this O-ring, make sure it's in good shape. I replaced this one last year and it still looks to be in pretty good shape, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave it. And when you pull this section out to put it in the new oil filter, you want to make sure that this step section faces in towards the engine, not the cover. And you can see right there is where that step section is going to go in. Make sure that's seated and put the cover back. So for the new oiler, we're going to use 10W40. According to the manual, it takes just a hair over 2.5 quarts. So we're going to go ahead and start filling it up. So I've added 2 quarts, and if you look at the sight gauge, you would think that it would be level. Incorrect. But we know that there's still voids in there. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it back up, start it up, let it run for a minute, and then go ahead and check the level again. Alright, now we're going to let that sit for a second, let it drain down and recheck it. Now that I left that sit for a second, you can see that the oil level is actually down here. So we're going to go ahead and top it back off, and we're going to go ahead and favor this top line, but we don't want to go above this. You don't want to overfill. And there's where we want it. Perfect. Ready to go for the year.